Does it hurt? 5 stars from me. If you enjoy a thriller, you definitely need to get this. I'm going to buy this book in physical form. I did read it on the Kindle. So it's about this woman who is on the run from the law because she literally offed her brother. And she steals identities in the process. Like, that's kind of how she's surviving, right? So she steals identities. She takes out credit cards in their name. So I think she's over in California, I think she goes to California. And that's besides the point, honestly. So she goes to another state, okay? She's at a bar. There's a guy that's there. She's literally going to seduce him because obviously she's going to steal his identity. So she goes home with him. They do the thing. After that, she gets his information. She takes out a credit card. Well, he finds out that she took the credit card, right? That she took out a credit card in his name. But he doesn't tell her that he knows. So he takes her out on his boat, okay? So he, like, swims with great white sharks. He has, like, a whole thing to, like, learn about them, study them. He has a whole thing in basically the middle of the ocean. So he takes her on a boat. Bad storm comes. The boat flips over, and he passes out. Okay, so when he gets knocked out or whatever. So she gets on like a plank or whatever, like a piece of board that she finds, and they go to a lighthouse. In the lighthouse, keep with me here, okay? It's a pretty long book. So in the lighthouse, there's a guy that lives there, and he's been there since forever, okay? But he's like a creepy guy. They get bad vibes. He has a freaking peg leg. And he said, like, him and his wife, like, they had 2 daughters, blah, 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 blah. They aren't there, okay? So it's just him. But then they hear, like, all these weird noises. They're like, what the fuck is all this shit? Like, they hear chains and everything. He's like, oh, it's the ghost. It's the ghost. He's like, also, a ship doesn't come here but once a month, and it was just here. So basically, you have a month to wait. So come to find out, one of his daughters is still alive. She has her mouth sewn shut. He cut out her tongue. He's a serial you-know-what. They end up offing him. The dad accidentally offed his daughter. He shot her by accident, and she died. They get rid of him or whatever. And so before they call, like, to be rescued, they come up with a plan. So she takes the identity of one of the sisters. So she acts like she's, like, the surviving sister. So she never gets, like, caught. But then she, like, finds out later on, like, when they're being interrogated and shit, because, like, she basically made herself be that she had died. And she finds out that her brother had, you know, done other shit with women, taking advantage of them and shit. And they were, like, coming forward with their stories and shit. Anyways, her and homeboy, they basically lived happily ever after. They get married. But I think that you need to read this book, okay? That's what I think.